Howdy everybody, welcome to episode 2 of my Let's Play series. I'm going to start off today. I just fired up a quarry. This is my quarry setup. You can see I've done quite a bit. I'm not really too low on anything. What I'm really just looking for is uranium. Need a lot of uranium for my mutators. I believe I said in the first one I was a little down on my luck as far as getting a VISP. I just cannot for the life of me get a VISP. And I have literally tore through all the uranium that I had, almost. I probably have a couple stacks left of trying to get these darn VISPs. And when you're using chocolate frames and the mutators, you burn through it pretty quick. So I've got to get me some more uranium to continue that process. So here is my quarry setup. If you've never used a quarry before, you can either use the default, which you just place down a quarry and it'll automatically set out these little yellow and black lines showing you the outline, or you can set down these markers, these landmarks. You set them down in the corners that you want them. Let me get one out here. Just like that. Doesn't matter if it's on the wall. You're going to highlight it and then click it, and then find your second position where you want to put it and highlight it, click it, and you'll know it's good when you've got that little red beam between them. And then of course you'll want one more point. You'll need at least 3 points, and you'll take your quarry, your quarry, which is this white machine right here, and you'll place it down on one of these markers, and when you do, it will turn into these red or yellow and black what you call it, caution rails, but that will kind of give you an outline of where your quarry's at. Now what I have it running off of right now is the Tesseract. It's on my outpost main power. It's coming directly off that liquid power high pressure steam boiler, straight to here. It's then connected to a diamond pipe because I don't want all the cobblestone. I got so much of that, so it goes into the blue pipe, which then is voided. This is a void pipe. Anything that goes into this gets deleted. It's just gone from the world, so you don't have to worry about it. Everything else will go over into this diamond chest where I can collect it later. If I wanted it to go over to my main base, I could put an ender chest right there, and it would just all be put directly into my barrel system there. So we'll be back when we move on to the next project. Okay, we're back again. I've decided what I'm going to do today is move all my food production, everything that's produced by farms, over to the actual farm area and stop doing it over at my main base. So I cleared out this big wheat field that I was using golems to clear, and I moved them into this field. And I'm going to move the Steve's cart farm train over here. I'm not sure if I'm going to put it there or here somewhere, but what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to have all this collected and then actually utilize this barn over here for storage. All the product from here will then be moved to the barn. So eventually they will get there. So once I have everything together, we will be back and get started. Okay, we're back and we're going to lay out our Steve's cart track for the wheat farm. So we've got our cargo manager. We're going to lay down our advanced rail, and now we're going to lay out a pattern. Okay, what is this doing? Get that back down so it's going in the right direction. And we're going to lay out a pretty sizable farm. It really doesn't need to be that big, but you do need to, the cart is going to plant on both sides, and it's going to kind of, so you've got to give it room to circle back around. So let's figure out how we're going to do that. This way. Now we want to give it multiple rows and then end up as it finishes back over here again. So we're going to loop it probably here. Something like that. And it's getting dark, so let's run in and sleep real quick. So we're not jumping by a bunch of creepers and spiders and all that crap while we're trying to do this. Alright, finish laying out the track here. And like that. And now, I think this is big enough. We'll run this back. Might be enough. One more. Run this back over here. Okay, that should be good. Now, I do not have hydration set up on this cart because I had water spots. So what we're going to do is we're going to dig a couple of spots for water. I believe they do like a four on either side of this block. They'll hydrate. So 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Dig another one here. 2, 3, 4. Dig another one here, and we'll put another one down here, and that should hydrate the entire farm without us having to put the hydration add-on in the cart. Now, this is the Emperor's Chalice. This is one of the Reculary, okay, no problem saying that one. This is pretty much like an endless water bucket. Nice item to have if you haven't made one. Pretty simple to make. None of the items are too difficult from that mod, and they're nice to have. Okay, so we've got that set up. Alright, does that look good? Alright, so I'll be back in just a little bit. We're going to go ahead and set up the system that's going to send this over to the barn. Now, I'm trying to decide whether or not I'm going to use Railcraft item loaders and then cart it over there, or just do it the easy way and use either item tesseracts or ender chest. So I'll be back when I've got that figured out, and we'll keep going. Okay, I hate to say this, but I recorded about, I don't know, 30 minutes worth of video of me going through and creating the, I've decided on the tesseracts and to pull all the items out of there. So I went through and I made the tesseracts, and I loaded up the barrels, and made 2 routers, and I did all the upgrades to go in the routers and set everything up, and then I realized as I went back that somehow I had completely shut off my audio to the video. So everything that I was talking about and everything that was on there, it was just video of me going through and doing everything. So that kind of sucked. But it is finished, and we'll go through and we'll get to there, and we will show you the finished product of what we've got so far. We still need to do the middle farm area, and I also want to move the pumpkin and the melon farm. I probably want to make that bigger. I'll probably make a Steve's Cart farm out of that also, which will mean making a new cart, because the farm cart doesn't work for those. You need like a mining cart, believe it or not. So we'll end up having to make one of those, and we'll go through that process of making that, and then we'll continue on from there. See you in just a minute. Here we are back at the finished product. Finished putting in the field, tying everything in with the tesseracts. Having all kinds of problems today with video and audio and everything just not wanting to work together. It's been a real pain in the butt trying to get this one together, but it's a learning process. Hopefully things will improve as I go along, and I get more familiar with the tools and whatnot. But let's talk about what we did here in the end. Okay, this is our cargo distributor. It pulls everything out of the cart that it farms, the seeds and the wheat, and everything from the chest or the internal storage on the cart goes here. If we need to supply it with seeds, if it runs low, it'll pull out of this side. And the reason that I have it set up this way is because we put a cargo distributor down here, and I set it up to only pull from the top right. Where am I hearing a skeleton? Somewhere. Where are you, you little bony jerk? There you are. Knew I heard you somewhere. Okay. Now, the cargo distributor is set up to only pull from this side. That way, if I put bone meal or something else in here, it will not be pulled out. I did not want to use the redstone filter that I'd have to then use a timer, and the timer seems to have an issue right now with slowing down the tick rate of a game. So I'm trying to stay away from those if I can. So everything that goes in to this side is then pulled out. Got an autarkic gate that pulls everything out, and it goes into the tesseract. We set up a new one called farm, set to frequency 2. So frequency 2 will all go over to the tesseract that has been placed in the barn. Run over here real quick. Here's the receiving tesseract. We got it up to receive only. Doesn't send anything out. Everything that's received is immediately put into this chest. See if, well, I doubt anything will come through right now. And we have 2 routers connected to the system. Now the first router is set up to extract from the north side. Now that's this side. So it's extracting from here. So actually, if we put any chest over here and they were touching this system, it would pull from it. So we could even put another chest over here maybe if we needed like a ender chest or something later. Any chest that's touching, it'll pull from. Alright, and we added a bandwidth upgrade to it, so it'll, as you see, it moves stacks at a time. This keeps us from, like if we get 16 wheat come over, it won't pull one at a time, it'll pull the entire 16 and move it through the system. And then we have an extractor upgrade or we've got it set to eject to the south. So it takes this and it sends it to the south, which goes to this one, which is then set to insert into the top sides of these barrels. So it's going to come from the tesseract to the chest. It'll be pulled out of the chest by this one, sent here, and then this one will then insert it into all these chests right here. If anything comes through, you'll see these nice little purple particle effects, which is kind of its magic ender way of putting things into the barrels. These 2 things are really nice additions from factorization. If there was nothing else in that mod, these 2 things right here would be completely worth it. Now, some things that I found out while I was running through and making all this stuff, I've still, and I'll probably do this off camera, but I need to, uh-oh, that looks like some sort of glitch going on over there. What I need to do is still hook up this chest to a tesseract also, so it empties everything these guys farm. And I'm going to end up having to move these 2 farms quite a ways, because this guy, as you see, when he comes over here like this, every once in a while he gets a wild hair, and he gets close enough, I guess, to see this little pumpkin patch right here, and he'll come out the gate and he'll come over here and knock them all loose. The only problem I have with that is the golem. The wood golem does not see it. The straw golem sees it, but the wood golem doesn't see it, even with his little spectacles. I don't know if you can see those, but it's outside of his perception range, so they get knocked off and nothing happens with them. So I have to make a decision on what I want to do with it. Now, you see all this corn is still growing. Apparently, Soren didn't include, well, not Soren, but oh shoot, Palmar. Is it Palmar? Who the heck makes? Can't remember who makes equivalent exchange or Thaumcraft now. I'm blanking. Well, developer of Thaumcraft didn't include corn in as one of the items that the golems picked. I don't know if that'll be in another update or not, but currently they just ignore it. They're doing flax now, and they're doing all of the other farms, but leaving corn alone for some reason. So I have to make a decision: either leave it there and hopefully they'll fix that, or I could just make the melon and pumpkin farm right in there, and they'll pick it. Or I can continue with my idea of making a Steve's Carts farm with it, and because of this perception issue, I'm going to have to move it far enough away that the straw golem doesn't see it and come over and start messing with it. Don't know. That's something that I'll have to work out and see what his actual perception range is. Because I didn't think that, because I kind of centered him in that field, I didn't think he would, I thought his perception range was from where he was placed. And that is way over here. I didn't think that he would go that far, but he does quite often. So that's something I have to figure out. I don't know if this is going to stay. Not sure if I like this. I know I wanted to make some sort of lighting system for the farm, but I don't know. I may go back to just the fence rail kind of thing that I had before. That may be kind of overkillish for a farm. I don't know. Tell me what you think, and maybe we'll make those changes. Again, I apologize for this video. I know it seems probably pretty broken up and disjointed, and a lot of that's just my ignorance on saving the video and editing, but I am working on it, trying to get better at it. Something that will definitely, hopefully, improve with time. But that's where we're at for today. When we come back next time, I'm probably going to make a final decision on the melon farm, whether it's going to be Steve's Carts or if I'm just going to put it in there and let the golems handle it. I might show you how to set up the tesseract with the chest right there, even though that's fairly simple. But if you've never done it before, it's something that I can do just to show people how that actually works. If there's any questions, please feel free to shoot me a message or a comment. Let me know, and see if I can address them in the next episode. So thanks for joining me, and we'll see you next time. Take it easy.